That's the hand sink. It should be moved about 5 feet every day. Here's our dining tent. Notice the silverware and the water container. We put a crock of tea up there. The ramp into the kitchen with the bug-proof screens. Doors are wide open for the daylight. Freezer. It's the only freezer in this kitchen. 1, 2, 3 refrigerators. Pots are up high. Most of them. Colanders? Well, they belong by the sink. That's where you're going to use them. Sinks. Chicken sink. Dish sinks. Dish racks. The speed rack. Next to the oven, right where you need it. Hot pads. Flame spreaders. We have all the equipment you could ever need. You turn this off this way and turn it all the way on. It should light right up. If it doesn't, turn on the ones next door. It may light up. The second stove, these two burners tend to put out really yellow flames which cause carbon on the bottom of the pots. Therefore, they're dirtier and filthy. See all this black stuff? This one does it a little, but these do it so much I hardly used them all summer. These two ovens don't work very well. Only the top convection oven works. We have mats on the floor, fatigue mats, great. We've got spices. They're divided by the letters. This is the last ones in the mixed spices. Odd spices, there's so many C's, you got 2 racks full. Here we have A through B and D through G because there's so many C's. 2 full shoe cases full. They're all pretty well organized. It seems like a lot, but it's what we use. We have everything you could ever want for a kitchen. Sharp knives. The knives that fit in the block are usually only okay. We've got knives in this drawer. They're okay. The better knives, these are the chef's knives. These are the better knives, and they're black and gray handled. They tend to belong in this drawer because they don't fit over there and they stay sharp and safe here. We've got mixers, strainers, pitchers up high behind the chef's station and all the food. We have other food in other pantries. There's cutting boards up high. There's bowls. There's half pans. These are half hotel pans. There's whole hotel pans. 6 pan, 3rd pan, salad dressing. We've got a Ninja because we didn't get the Vitamix. We've got the Cuisinart. There's cabinets. This one is mostly for flour. Flour. If you kick it shut and put a weight in front of it, you can keep the rats out of it. There's cabinets. There's a snack cabinet. We've got small first aid kit. Things like seeds and snacks can go in there. Here's oils, vinegars. The only exception is we use lots of olive oil, so we usually have 6 liters of that. Got coconut water, coconut milk, coconut cream, desiccated coconut, whatever you need. We've got flavorings. Usually we make our own stock pot. What goes in a stock pot? Garlic, onion skins, carrots, anything that's not rotting, and no cauliflower, no broccoli, probably no bell peppers. We've got these nice racks for hanging up extra utensils. There's a difference between cooking utensils and serving utensils. We have all these nice little tongs for the salad bar. We've got larger tongs for the lettuce and small ones for things like carrots and cukes. We have 1-ounce ladles and 4-ounce ladles. That's all I find is necessary. We've got more 1-ounce ladles and 4-ounce ladles. You need them. There's aprons. There is Dexter aprons if you're going to do a bloody or wet job. I don't know what else I can tell you in advance. I mean, we've got things labeled. Lids. Sure, there's other lids. There's other pots. There's salad containers for some of the leftovers. We have glass jars. Sometimes you need them. We have baking utensils, springform pans, other pans for making loaves. We've got 30 of these half-gallon containers, a dozen bigger ones, and even a half dozen or 10 of these 2-gallon containers. Very nice. 8 quarts, 7.5 liters, or 2 gallons, whatever. We've got different cabinets for different foods. We've got seeds and nuts in this one. We have large trash bags, small trash bags. I mean, there's only one place we have to have all these things. Sometimes we put up fun stickers. You want to make it feel homey. I don't know if you can see it in this light. Welcome home. So that's a once-over of this kitchen. If a mat gets wet, sometimes this refrigerator has a lot of condensation. It drips from the freezer, which is full of tempeh, onto this here space. And if you don't keep it wiped up from here, it tends to drip through the fridge and then get this mat wet by the left door. There's a puddle from earlier when we cleaned it up. If you get mat that's slippery, you take it out. We had to do the same thing here. The sinks sometimes leak. It could happen. There could be spills. If it's a problem, you take it out, let it dry out, and put it back when you can. We've got one dining area. I like to have the silverware out where you're going to eat instead of at the beginning of the lunch line. There's our crock of water, ride share board. If you need a ride, if you're looking for a ride. Or if you're offering a ride. Here's our secondary dining area and our dish station. There's 4 buckets. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're labeled. And look at this. They go right beneath this. It's a 2-sided line because we have another set of buckets over here. We've got dishes where you wash your own dish, wash it thoroughly because someone else is going to use it. When they're dry, we tend to stack them over here. Sometimes a generous person will even bring them over here. We like to have soup bowls if we're going to have soup, at least. We start with the salad at one end, bring your condiments across here, and then the lunch line, the hot table. We tend to have desserts and condiments on this table too. There is now a great big silver box. It's a walk-in. A brilliant family was able to make us a map, which tends to make good sense of it all. There's a light switch. What do you know? You turn it on, the light comes on. It sort of makes sense. So we've got desserts, leftovers, salad dressings. Keep it together, it comes out together. I like to keep the crock cold. Use about 6 herbal tea bags, never caffeine. Juice of 3 pieces of citrus. And 4 trays of ice. 5 if you got it. But if it's sitting in here getting cold, it's always ready to go. We try to keep things organized. Like things with like items. It's coolest in the back, so that's our dairy section. Right now we have an overflow tube that goes into buckets. The buckets need to be emptied daily, otherwise it makes the floor wet. This is my favorite rack because we generally have it filled with salad items like shrooms and tempeh, carrots, scallions, cheddar, whatever you need for a salad bar. You take the whole container out, we serve right out of that container. This floor needs to be swept because it got wet yesterday from rain and people track the wood chips in. No big deal, but it needs to be cleaned. You know, you just basically keep the place clean and it Keeps itself organized. We have nice stainless steel clean tables. This is a can opener. Lift it up, pop it onto the can, crank it around, you're open. It's pretty simple. If you ever have any questions, refer to the video first and then refer to the kitchen manager. We have special pasta, rice, sweets. We've got a freezer full of bread and desserts. And that's about it for your 2-cent tour.